Hello guys, this is Denal coming out with another Mega Constructs video. Hope you're all doing well. Today we're covering the brand new Mega set based on the Halo TV show series. This is the Mega Constructs Fleetcom Warthog. This set retails for, I believe, $40. And I genuinely believe it is one of the best mega values we've seen in a long time. So, obviously, elephant in the room is people do not like the Halo TV show. They think it's not great. And, my opinions are kind of mixed on it. I think there's a lot of good. I'm a person who's really into things like, film criticism and such. And I can say the acting in the show is quite good, but there's a lot of issues with some of their choices for the narrative as well as just general writing. So let's just start out here. I'll show you the box. Alright, so let's just briefly cover the packaging here. Start off by, here's the instruction booklet. Mine came really messed up. I don't really know what happened to it, but mega instructions, really good as usual. Not much to talk about there, but here's the box. So it says Fleetcom Warthog, 462 pieces. We have the new Mega logo instead of just Mega Constructs. We have this little artwork here of all the different characters you get in it. Really cool. Here you can best see the likeness because these are 3D renders, but yeah. Has the Paramount Plus Halo series. I like that. That's labeled down there. It's pretty cool. For the different sides. So here we have Pablo here showing his face. So just so you can get kind of a reference of what the actor looks like for the character, as well as you have a save and display the set there. On this side, this is super cool. You have a they almost like put the set in the TV show because that's exactly how it looked. That's exactly the scene it's from. On the back, shows all the different features. So you got all the different characters. You got Riz, or the Kai, Cortana, Chief, Riz, and Vanek. Shows you the customizability, the suspension, and the swappable cargo rack. Then over here you see the other two Halo the Series sets. So you have the Banshee and the Fleetcom Mongoose. I would really like to get this Banshee. I'm very interested in those figures. But the Fleetcom Mongoose, I'm kind of iffy on. The build's really cool, but just like, doesn't really say anything about the show, I don't even think we see mongooses in it, really. We don't, like, it doesn't not featured, we don't see, like, a scene with a mongoose. And the Marine is, like, he's okay, but he doesn't look like, he doesn't use any new parts. But yeah, really cool. All right, back to the actual set here. So, I think let's start off by covering the minifigures. Alright, to start out, we have the brand new Master Chief. Now, this is a really highly anticipated minifigure because if you weren't aware, one of the biggest controversies with the show itself was Chief. People didn't think the guy, the actor for him that was cast very well. They did not like how much of the show he does not have his helmet on, which is probably, if Chief is on screen, it's probably about 60% of the time he does not have the helmet on, if not more. Which is, not ideal for a adaptation for a character who has his helmet on 100% of the time. Anyway, so this Chief used a lot of new molds, actually. He has a new mold for the head, a new mold for, I believe, the torso, so the front armor, as well as the back. New thigh piece. I don't think these are new legs, and then he has the new shoulder pads, which is probably my new favorite addition here. They look very, very similar, actually, to the Halo Infinite shoulder pads. Master Chief in the show is played by Pablo Schreiber, and this head is actually made specifically to his likeness, and honestly, I think they did a really good job. I like how Mega uses the pinholes. Honestly, I'd prefer if there wasn't the white on the eyes, but pinholes and white works. And honestly, it really looks just like the guy. Obviously it's shrunk down, but this is like honestly, I think the best likeness Mega's ever done for a real actor. Ever, honestly, across all the different lines. This is perfect. Here's the helmet. Helmet's okay. You know, it has a lot more paint apps than it usually does on the other Mega helmets, but yeah. So here's the new shoulder pads. I think they're perfect. New chest plate. He has a printing for the Silver Team logo as well as 117 on his chest. The new back looks great. Super iconic because I think there's several Halo Infinite promotional things that have, you know, like a back view of Chief. I think he's like looking this way, you know. Not much printing on him, but really he doesn't need it. He does have an interesting thing all the figures have in this series is printing on the hands. I don't know if I like it because I don't trust it to be here for very long. I imagine that's gonna rub off in a short while of, you know, this guy being in a box or something like that. But yeah, so let's take a look at what he looks like with the helmet on. See, there we go. That's the Master Chief we all know and love. Honestly, this could be a great General Chief if he didn't have the Silver Team logo. That kind of makes him a little bit of a separate character compared to the game's Chief we know. But yeah, he looks great. I don't know if this weapon has any printing. I can't really tell. There's always these two different shades on the AR. This is obviously the not the Infinite AR, but the like the Halo 3 one. So yeah, that's his weapon. Next figure up, we'll cover all of Silver Team before we get to Cortana. Here we have Vanek. So for this TV show, new TV show, if you weren't aware, Master Chief has a new team. He's no longer with Blue Team, and he's with Silver Team. All three of the other Spartans are all original characters, and they're okay. Like I said before, one of the things that's really good about the show, actually, is the character design. All the armors look great, all the characters look great, but Silver Team didn't get a lot to do. One of them did. Master Chief and Kai did, but Vanek and Riz were kind of on the back burner for most of the show. But yeah, so Vanek uses the EOD armor, the brand new mold we just got. It featured in the blind bags. I don't actually have those, so I can't compare, but this is a brand new chest plate that has these, like, this design for the EOD in the show has these little metal bars. The two here, and you can see one right there. You see that? And these are printed, or painted, obviously. But for some reason, the metal bars aren't. And I feel like that they really needed that. I feel like that would make this figure a 10 out of 10, but as it stands, he's like a 9. Because something cool about these figures, they're all almost Halo Heroes level, which is one of the values of this set. They're all almost Halo Heroes level with the amount of paint apps, because, like, what general figure has this much? So, he uses the new shoulders, same legs, and he also uses the new chest plate. He comes with the Halo Reach /4 and 5 shotgun. And so Vanek, each one has their own kind of color scheme. So they're all gray, except for Chief. And Vanek's is gold. So he has gold visor, gold on the chest, gold on the wrists. He also has the armor printing on the hands. There's glare, but you can just barely see it right there. Gold. And the last bit of gold is on the back of the ankles. So yeah, Vanek's pretty good. Wish he got more to do in the show. Looking forward to season 2 for that. I'll save best for last. Next we have Kai. So I actually believe Kai was the most interesting character in the entire show. I was frankly pretty impressed with everything they did with her. Expanding on the individuality of the Spartans, as well as, you know, them having their own wants and beliefs. Yeah, she was my favorite part of the entire show. Surprised they did not kill her at the end. Spoilers alert. Alright, so Kai uses a brand new armor. I actually don't know the name of this because this is not from any of the games, not even Infinite. So it's a brand new for the show. But yeah, she has a brand new helmet. Not seen anywhere else. And her color is turquoise. So turquoise visor on the helmet. on the arms, on the chest, on the back of the ankles. Same spots for all three of them. But yeah, Kai's a great character, honestly. She comes with a sniper rifle. That's her. She kind of takes over the role of Linda. It's funny. They all instead of having blue team, but they all have all the characters kind of match a role. So Vanek is Fred, Kai is Linda, and that would make Riz as Kelly. But yeah, great figure. Not much to say. Here we have my personal favorite of the pack, though. This is Riz. I know the name. I get it. I know. It's funny, but it's just my bad. Unfortunate coincidence there. Just with modern lingo, I suppose. So Riz comes armed with 2 pistols from the show. That's what she uses. She has all the standard printing that the others do. Her main color is red. So you have red visor, chest, wrists, and then back of the ankles, as well as the backpack, which we'll get to. She uses these new molds that came in. I know this helmet featured in the recent Blind Bag series, the same one that EOD is from, the All Spartan series. Not a huge fan of that one, to be honest. I really don't like having a ton of Spartans in my collection, and I don't. But that's what that series is all about, so I haven't bought any of them. Not to mention they're not even available in my local area. Woohoo. So, she uses the new shoulders, same thing as all of them, new waist. But the coolest part of this figure is the brand new backpack. That's just a brand new mold. Straight up new mold for no reason. I don't even know why like Mega decided to go all out with this piece, but doesn't that just look fantastic? You know, you have the silver, you have the red, nice scale, really detailed piece, looks great. But yeah, Riz was actually my least favorite of the silver team in the show, but the figure, I think this might be one of my favorite Mega figures, like top 10. But yeah, now that's silver team. Now let's get to the last figure, which is the most kind of odd one. We have Cortana from the show. So this Cortana is same body, no new molds for the body. Standard one we've actually seen for a long time. I think it first was shown in maybe I know the legs are from the Midnight Cortana, but the body and arms I think come from either the Halo Heroes Series 5 Cortana or the one from the Infinity. But the brand new piece is the head. So this character is in the show a little bit different. Her role is a little altered, and I wasn't a huge fan of Cortana in the show, but she does her job. And I think this is one of the best looking AI figures we've ever gotten. Honestly, I wish the weapon they made looked a little more like this one. Though they are still similar. And so this head is actually modeled after the actress for Cortana, or not for Cortana, for Dr. Halsey. So the actor for Dr. Halsey was Natasha McElhone. And so her Halsey in the show, they're Cortana, in the games, for example, Dr. Halsey and Cortana have a decent amount of difference, but in the show, she's almost a direct look-alike. So yeah, the head looks great. I'm not a fan of the eyes printing. Again, I wish that was just pinholes, but whatever. And so in the show, she's also voiced by Jen Taylor, who is the voice of Cortana in the games. But yeah, solid figure. I'm scared about the printing rubbing off, though. It's already kind of like a little faded there, I suppose. He's been having this issue recently with Mega about the paint rubbing off, and I'm just a little scared. But yeah, great fig. Now let's get on to the builds. So obviously the main substance of this set is this brand new Fleetcom Warthog. But this also comes with a little side build. So let's move this out of the way for now. Here is the side build. This is from the show. If you watched it, you might recognize it. This is the what would you call this? The pedestal for the second artifact. So in game, or not in game, in the show, they uncover this, and it has the second one of the Forerunner artifacts they're going after. But yeah, so this just uses a standard one of these base plates and a really cool build for the for the main part of the structure. But yeah, this thing, I don't know why it's like this, but it can come off. Just like, I wish it was secured on, but I think that's because one of the main play functions of it is you take this off and it can sit in the back of the Warthog. But it's kind of missing something, isn't it? It'd be missing the artifact itself because it gets taken out. The artifact is one of the weirder parts of the show, one of the things I'm really not a fan of, but it's whatever. So I think this is a new piece. I don't recognize this piece from Mega, but it's printed up, and in the show, it goes right here. But the set does not allow for it. It just will fall out unless you hold it there with your fingers. I really wish this fit right there. You see it? Like, it's literally shaped just slightly enough where it can't sit in there. And I just found that a little odd, but it's not a big deal. All right, we'll come back to this later. Let's finally talk about the Warthog. So this is Mega's newest Warthog. I believe the last one we got was the one in the Red Team set. I forgot what it was called. Something Rescue. Red Team Rescue or Warthog Rescue, something like that. I think it's Warthog Rescue. I don't have that set, but here's the new one. This thing is just insane. I love the new color they got for it. It looks fantastic, very accurate to the show. Honestly, you can tell this one is modeled after a real life prop, the real truck they used. So let's just go over the details here. So you have the windshield, Unit C, printed parts here. Really careful putting this together, by the way, guys. You do not want to press on it. I've had these crack before. Unit C logo here, probably a designation number, some more printing. I don't know what this is supposed to be, maybe just like engine grill parts. Oh, I didn't even know that was printed there. I never noticed that. This little slope here is printed for like a grill. We have the main suspension for the set, which I'll show off in a bit. Really makes it look like, I think you call these like hydraulics or something like that. It really looks like you can like that's that engine right there. That's the parts of the vehicle. Looks great. These are really cool. You have these steps. So this step feature is really cool. No other Warthog has really ever had that before. So you can just take a figure, we'll take Vanek here. So he's on the ground, right? Steps on, climbs up into the Warthog. Because it makes sense. I mean, this thing is high up. For scale, let's check it out with Vanek here. I think it's a little bit taller than it's supposed to be. Maybe just a little bit. But that's not a big deal to me, because the Spartans are undersized anyway. Yeah, so the step thing is really cool. I like that they printed a part there. Mega did not have to do that, but they always go the extra mile, and this set is going the extra mile with every single feature and how just quality it feels. Like, this feels like a model. Interior, we have some, generic controls. We have a steering wheel that spins. We have these 2 seats that can fit 2 figures. Middle console. UNSC print here. UNSC print here. You have the wheels. I don't think I've seen this before. These tiles that go on the wheels. That might be new. Might not be. I have not gotten a lot of the recent Warthogs. Like, for example, the Warthog Rally, the Red Team Charge. I have not gotten those. More of back engine parts. I don't really know what this is supposed to be. This might be a step. Maybe it's a hook. Like you can hook like something to drag on the back here. Not sure. We have the different gas cans. This one like sits flush on there, but then these 2 are hanging off. I don't really know what that's about, but looks really cool. Super authentic. These pieces were very interesting to me. These are like exhaust pipes, but they're molded in white, which I found very strange. But I mean, hey, looks good. I'd probably prefer if those were like in a black or a different shade of gray to these ones. Also, something I really did like is these bars. Putting those together was fun. I just think it adds more detail. Then we have the gun. Now, don't quote me on this, but I think this is a new piece right here for the shield, blast shield. We have the barrel here, as well as this seems like an updated version of the cannon piece right here, like the one that clips into everything. It feels like a more quality mold. Like the old one felt like it was gonna like snap, because it does snap very often. But here we have a chain, going up to like maybe like the barrel or like the ammo what would you call that, magazine. Figures can hold on to it great. I can pose them in a minute. But yeah, honestly, 10 out of 10. This is perfect. I don't know how I feel about the color. I think it's good for the show. I think it looks very, very accurate to how it looks in the show, with like the matte. For the games though, I think I would prefer if it looked more shiny or more dark. Either one of those. Like a shiny version of this would look good, or as well as a slightly darker version. But yeah, so let's show off one of the main features here. So the back bit here is actually swap outable. Amazing word I just made up there. So you grab on here, pull from there, and it pops off in these little 4 studs here. So this whole bit just comes off. And the one they actually display on the boxes I showed earlier is this one. This is a separate build, and this was complicated to put together, honestly. I kept messing it up, but so this is supposed to be like a little cargo area for the Warthog, meant to hold the artifact, which I'll display in a second. So you take this, very simple. You can't really mess it up. You just pop it on the back here. I think you make it so it sits as high up like that. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it sits a little lower. I just said it was impossible to mess up, and here I am messing it up. There we go. That looks better. So that sits a little lower, but so let's take our artifact here, and it will just sit in the back area, just like this. And then so you put it back, and then bring it up a little bit. And on the box, it shows it like sitting sideways, kind of. Maybe like that. There we go. And just like in the episode, you can kind of recreate the scene of them trying to escape with the artifact. You know, load all your Spartans in here, have Chief run alongside it. Yeah, I think it looks fantastic. Though, personally, as I'm not going to be displaying this as a TV show set, I'm just going to use this as a general Warthog. I'm going to be using this piece. But just having the option there is so cool. And like I said before, like the quality of this set, having so many different features and options, it just adds to the value. All right, that wraps up the builds, and I'll move on to my general thoughts. Something I totally forgot to mention was the suspension on this. Look at this bounce. Watch this. Watch this. This is so cool. I love how it looks too. It was putting this together was kind of a hassle. I was really struggling with like these things, once they're on, are impossible to get off, and I messed it up with forgetting the rubber band one time. But yeah, so this can really make it look like it's turning. It can make it look like when you have Chief flip the Warthog when it's on its side, you can really believe that it would like bounce up just like it does in the game. Or that cutscene in Halo, or in Halo 2, when it comes off the ledge and then it just bounces several times. You can make it look like it's leaning. 10 out of 10. Love that feature. Just look how many extra parts I got in this set. So many. I thought I did something almost wrong with how many there were. Alright guys, just to wrap up my thoughts here. Honestly, this is one of the best Mega Construct sets of all time. I cannot recommend this enough. If you can find it anywhere between, say, $35 to $45, pick it up. Even $50, honestly, $50, maybe stretching a little bit, but I would still do it. This set is fantastic. Mega, I don't know if you guys are definitely not going to be watching anything like a small channel like me at this point, but still, I gotta say, this is amazing. 10 out of 10. I'm not a mega shill. I'll inform you. I can be very critical sometimes, but I gotta give them praise. This is a company we all love, we all want to support, and I will tell them when I think something needs improvement, and I'll tell them when I think they knocked it out of the park, and they definitely did here. Yeah, the figures, the builds, the value, all of it. I will. I might be getting the other TV show sets soon if I can find them. All these are hard to find right now, though. This one I got pre-ordered on Amazon. Keep watching that, see if it pops up again. I don't think it's on there right now. So stay tuned. I will be continuing my Every Halo Heroes series figures. That series is still going on. I've recorded a couple episodes already. Make sure to be subscribed, guys. You gotta subscribe in order to see all this content, because not too many people making videos about Mega nowadays, especially not people trying to how do you describe, like, archive certain stuff. There's tons of reviews, but that's what I'm trying to do, is be kind of an archive for information. So yeah, I would give this set a 9.5 out of 10. I don't know what really would improve it. Maybe a little more printing on Vanek, and if the side build could hold the artifact. But yeah, stay tuned for more episodes. Give this a like. I know this video is kind of long. I apologize. I don't know. Leave a comment. Tell me if you prefer shorter videos or longer videos, and I will totally make some changes. Give me your opinion on this set in the comments. Give me some feedback, and yeah, thanks for watching.